Hey there, Ulti Zeta here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Y. In the last episode, we beat the first gym, I'm pretty certain. In this episode, we're gonna go this way and get the experience share. Yep, I beat Viola. You're Alexa. She's a younger sister. We now have the experience share. All your Pokemon get experience. Yay. Now that's very much important for us. For me. Because it makes things convenient, and that's really all I care about. Anyways, if you hear anything in the background, don't worry about it. There's some sort of, like, construction going on right now. But it's just more noise, and I mean, it's my YouTube videos. There's always going to be noise at this rate. There's always been noise, there always will be noise, it just kind of is a thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go fight some of these people that I kind of ignored earlier. Because I can. And now that I have the experience share, it'll make fighting them a little bit better for me, because everybody will get experience this way. Plus, it'll be a nice little bit of a warm-up, since it's been like a week since I last recorded. I've started playing Pokemon Legends, doing that stream series, so it's like kind of this weird mix for me. So let me reacclimate myself with Pokemon and the Ys. And the Deluge. It's comforting to have, like, a Pokemon game that functions as I expect it to. That's one of my problems with Pokemon Legends, that you probably, if you watch the streams, at the very least the first one, you know how much I complained about shit and not understanding all the changes that they made to the battle system. So now I understand what I'm doing, it's just nice. In my head, you know? Yeah, anyways, I'm probably going to cut the rest of these battles out, because, like, I already kind of went through. I didn't go through the area, but, like, this seems to be an optional thing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's water down there, we can't do anything with it. There's a pathway this way. Where does this take me? What? I recognize this music. This is the entrance to Victory Road. Okay. It's kind of Gen 1-y designed, I guess, because, like, that makes me think of how, like, Indigo Plateau was right nearby. Right nearby, what, Viridian City in that game? That's interesting. Alright, that explains why that's Route 22 suddenly jumps up. Alright. It's easier for me to use the D-pad compared to the circle pad. Just the way I have my 3DS sitting on my desk. Like, it's just kind of weird to use. It's weird to. Have you ever tried to use the circle pad with your index finger? It's kind of weird. No hidden items. Plus, in this area, apparently it's, like, practically built for the D-pad anyway. But yeah, you ever try to use the circle pad with your index fingers? The D-pad works much better for that. You got a Corphish. I've got a Frog. Frogs are better than crabs. Hey, hey. I wonder... I'm probably gonna evolve at level, like, 16. I think that's, like, the usual general, like, level for Pokemon to evolve at. I think, like, it was, like, the very early Pokemon games that had, like, level 14 to level 16 difference, but nowadays it's just, like, everything... I think everyone evolves at level 16, unless I'm just wrong and, like, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The point is that I'm gonna evolve soon. That's the key element. I always really liked Corphish's model. It just works. Corphish is one of the few Pokemon I think really undeniably works in 3D. There are some Pokemon that are fine in 3D. Like, not objectively wrong or anything, but like, since they were initially designed as 2D sprites, it feels like a lot of them tend to make more sense in 2D than 3D, because, like, they're cartoony creatures. Like, sometimes things are designed for 2D instead of 3D, and that's just how Pokemon was back in the day. But when it comes to... And nowadays, of course, like, since the Pokemon games are 3D, everything's being designed for 3D predominantly. But Corphish is one of those earlier Pokemon that just, like, screams 3D to me. I don't know why. They just work. Jigglypuff's another one, obviously, because, you know, it's round. Alright, we now have a blue Vivian. I didn't really mention it when we fought Vivian earlier. But this is a... one heck of a wacky Pokemon in terms of collecting. There's a different Vivian pattern for the wings, depending on where you live. So, like, there's, like, 18 different types of Vivian you can get, all determined not by the game, or where you find them, but simply, like, what region your 3DS is from. Or other system, I guess. I don't know if they're even in on any of the Switch games. Point is, for collectors, that's very obnoxious, especially, like, the particular, like, there's, like, some that are exclusive to events as well. So, like, it involves a lot of weird trading, and if you're aiming to get all of them. Plus, there's also the shiny forms are all different, so if you're a shiny hunter, good luck to you. You probably would have already wanted good luck, because you're a shiny hunter to begin with. But yeah, that's a thing. Anyways, those flowers are technically tall grass? Pretty certain? Yeah. These flowers are technically tall grass. A Badoo! We've had one of you before, I think. Did I get a Badoo in my Platinum playthrough, or... No, I think I got a Roselia. I think I skipped Badoo, because Badoo is a friendship evolution, and Badoo is annoying because of that. Fair enough, makes sense. Fuck you. Makes sense. Okay, well. There's lots of roller skaters here, so let's fight some of them. Kalita has a fletchling. I still don't think I know if this thing is fire type or not. I just know that it evolves into a fire type. But I'll use a water pulse and see. Okay, it's just a normal type right now. It becomes fire type later. I'm pretty certain I said those exact words, like, last stream anyway. Last recording session, but again, it has been a little bit of time for me. Because now that I'm recording this Let's Play, I'm kind of taking it a little bit more, like, casually. I'm not... Compared to Black 2, where I was recording it as much as possible, generally, like, this time I'm being fairly... I don't know what the right word for is, but, like, chill, I guess. I don't know, I'm playing it when I want to play it, when I have the time to play it. about that. I don't know. Roland has a Pidgey. Bird. Alright, Deluge, let's see what you got. Now that you are in your stronger form of cute bug with eyes with squares in them. That's certainly one way to represent cartoon compound eyes. Alright, Struggle Bug's not really gonna do much. Let's try a Tackle. About the same, really. Well, that was a crit. Fair enough. If that was a crit, then I'm just gonna Struggle Bug again. Okay. Why would you put roller skates on a flying bug? That would be neat, but like they're flying, they're not gonna use it. Hello, Clam Pearl. How are you doing? Acceptance creates harmony. Okay. Person over there. There are a lot of people. It's good to fight people. I just don't know how much I want to showcase, I guess. If that makes sense. Is Burmy grass type? Burmy might be grass type. Deluge can probably take that. Here's me forgetting basic types again. Oh good, you're one of these types. The annoying type. Super effective against everybody. Quadruple effective against itself. Because we all know that somebody who's annoying, they can dish it out, but they can't take it. This is gonna be a boring battle, isn't it? Okay. I think at this point, I'm going to cut this one out. Because we see how it's going. And we don't need to be there for 2 more of these. Okay, and in that battle, Step 11 got enough experience to evolve into a Kakuna. So that's pretty neat. And this is the benefit of the experience share, in my opinion, is just the fact that, like, you can catch something and not necessarily have to worry about switch training it annoyingly, and then make it viable, just over time. I don't know. This is why I've always kind of been I've been a fan of the experience share since Gen 6, even though a lot of people hate the experience share. And, like, I get it. It's not always really been the best designed in compared to just, like, the games don't always take into account how levels sometimes isn't now no longer a good marker for difficulty, since you can be higher level just by doing things, relatively. And I feel like, to an extent, in certain other situations, the difficulty in certain things has been, like, are you strong? Do you have good moves? Do you have good Pokémon? That sort of thing. And nowadays, I don't know how much that happens. I mean, we'll find out as I go through these games and get a better, like, memory of, like, all of them, realistically. I don't really want to just, like, assume, especially since I did enjoy Gen 6 and 7's first half. Less said about 8, the better. Although my problems with 8 weren't ever really related to difficulty. So it's just kind of like this sense of... I don't know what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I have a hard time... Well, you guys know me. If I'm, like, trying to split my focus, everything just goes south. So trying to play a game and, like, have genuine, meaningful commentary doesn't always work out the best. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, I do feel like that the convenience of the experience share makes it a lot better than people give it credit for typically, because people just view it as like, oh, it's easier than it used to be to level up Pokemon. And my stance is always that it's just that it negates grinding, it doesn't change anything else. So it's the everything else that's the problem, not necessarily the experience share. My feeling is that, like, Pokemon fans are pointing towards the wrong direction in that regard, if that makes sense. Like, as far as easiness is concerned, I feel like it's the design of, like, your enemy trainers, and, like, their moves, their teams, their synergy, etc., like, what the games expect you to do, compared to... it just being a simple matter of, oh, we have the experience share, so now it's just really easy to level up Pokemon. It is what it is. Everyone's allowed to have their different opinions anyway. We're getting our evolution. Hello, Frogadier! You're also really freaking cool looking. Heck yeah. I really like your, like, bubbly fingers. Alright, we have a Frogadier now. Goodbye, Froakie, you lasted 2.5 episodes. Par for the course, really, as far as a starter is concerned. Hey, listen, are you Navi? No, you're Mia, apparently. Well, we'll see Frogadier in action eventually, but for now, I'm just gonna keep with Strugglebug. Because we've got plenty of grass types, and grass is weak to bug. Except apparently not. Right, your poison's immune to bugs, so it just cancels out. All in all, makes sense, but at the very least, you're not gonna poison point me with my special attack. And everybody gets experience, so everybody wins. Although I have learned from my Brilliant Diamond playthrough, the stream of that I did, that the experience share doesn't quite work the way I thought it did, where, like, every Pokemon just gets the same amount of experience. Because that's not actually what happens. What happens is, I believe the way it works is your Pokemon in the party gets a typical amount of experience that they would get from battling. And then afterwards, a certain amount of experience from that is taken, and then rather than it being split up against everybody, it's just that same amount is given to everybody else. So it creates experience from thin air and gives it to everybody else. However, the amount that everybody else gets is relative to what you're fighting. And the Pokemon that you have out in the party is also getting the most experience. So the Pokemon that are in the actual battle still get more than the Pokemon that are just getting it from the experience share. Something along those lines. The important part is that the important part of saying that is, like, the Pokemon that are in the battle get more experience. So there is still value to stuff like switch training and whatnot. And Ether. Soon we'll find a Quake and a Bombos. That'll complete the set of medallions. Okay. I think that's all the trainers. Well, there's these two. Hello, you're well dressed. Have you heard of a Pokemon called Flabebe? It's registered in your Pokedex. Yep. It's a fairy type Pokemon. It's a new type that was classified. We've been battling Fairy-type Pokemon against other types of Pokemon at Professor Sycamore's request. You're Cena. It's a beautiful name for a beautiful lady. Dexio. Okay. They're gonna show me to the lab. Alright. To the lab we go, then, I guess. Oh, thank you. These games started just giving you the return TM very early on. I'm kind of surprised, but again, I guess it makes sense. Alright, welcome to Lumio City, the most infamous part of this game, because it's a big circle or something like that. And I remember everybody kept saying that they get lost here. Also, I think in the, like, very first patch of this game, there was, like, a huge game-crashing bug here or something like that. Okay, lab is right over there. I think from what I remember, this place is mostly just confusing because the camera angle is always changing, and because it's a giant, samey looking city, so it's just hard to kind of keep your bearings straight. But, for right now, it's easy enough to get here, so... Okay, up to the 3rd floor we go. Ding dong. Hello, I'm here. Hello, Mr. Fancy Hair. Blah 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 blah. Fantastic, you're here. Come this way, won't you? Many thanks for coming all the way from Vanillville Town. I'm Professor Sycamore. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. How's your Pokemon journey going so far? Have you met many different Pokemon? Let me have a quick look at your Pokedex and see. You've seen 33 Pokemon in Central Kalos, then. Apparently I have. You do have a certain je ne sais quoi. I have a good feeling about you. I was thinking of choosing only one child from a town when I was deciding who to give a Pokemon to. It was Vanillville Town. It was going to be a child of a veteran trainer I know. Then I learned to ride on Racer Grace and her daughter were moving here. Here in the Kalos region, you're far away from everything you used to know. That really hit me right here. In my arteries. Then it hit me. I should give you a Pokemon then and have you travel around Kalos. And here's Shauna. Now let's all have a Pokemon battle, apparently. Your opponent shall be me. Okay. Pokemon battle time. The first official fight against a Pokemon Professor. In the entire series. Unless you count a glitch fight against Professor Oak in the original Gen 1 games. But it's a glitch fight, so it doesn't matter. He has a Bulbasaur! Hello. Remember Kanto? This game certainly does. It is really, like... Pokemon X and Y and Pokemon Black and White are really, like, opposite night and day when it comes to, like, how they treat the rest of the Pokemon games. This game is just very, like, hey, remember the old games? Look at all these references to it. Look at all these, like, hints and nods and also just the old Pokemon. Whereas Black and White's like, we don't remember any of those games. Here's all new stuff. Anyways, here's a Charmander. I don't like Charmander nowadays. That's not true, but, like, more so specifically, like, I don't like how it looks. It's just so pale. I miss when it was, like, actually, like, reddish. Now it's just too pale. I don't like it. Anyways, I probably should not have Deluge out for this. Because, you know... Bug. So let me get out my Froakie. And by Froakie, I mean Frogadier, because this is their first battle! She has not been out yet. Hello! I'm a frog. Rawr! And now you are gonna die. Goodbye, Charmander. And now we have a Squirtle. Gee, who could have seen that coming? I guess I'll just quick attack, because I don't have too much else to do. That did nothing, alright. Oh, it's just Water Pulse too. Still not that much. Well, alright. 2 more turns and then you'll die. How about that? Does that sound good to you, Squirtle? Apparently it did, because it didn't hit itself in confusion, and end things early for me. Okay, well, goodbye, Squirtle. Thank you for the level. Have a nice day. You're too much for me. I did it. Give me your money, Professor. I'm an interesting Pokemon trainer indeed. It'll be fantastic if you took another Pokemon with you. Here, pick one. So in this game, you get 2 starters for some reason. You just get your choice of a Kanto starter. Now, I'm not going to be using one on my team, because I'm going to be trying to have a team of Gen 6 Pokemon. However, for the time being, it can't really hurt. So, just for type variety's sake, I'll be picking another Charmander. Because I can't get enough of Charmander. It can't hurt to have another one, you know? You pick Charmander then, I see, that's simply wonderful. I'll name him Paleo, because he's pale. And sort of like a dinosaur, that's the wrong thing. Oh man, you know, I really hate the delete button and that the fact that delete is a thing, but enter or finish is not, and it's just this arrow, because like the thing about that arrow is that it looks like it's also going backwards, but it's actually confirmed for some reason. And so like I remember always hitting that button because I wanted to delete, and the delete button is technically where backspace is on a regular keyboard, but it's still just really confusing. So, like, I remember there was a time when I wanted to jokingly name something. I want to name a Fletchling based on, like, some sort of gag related to the Pokemon Farfetch'd. And I was typing it, I was like, this sounds really stupid. I'm not gonna actually go with this. So I got as far as Farf, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to start deleting it now, because I've changed my mind. And then I actually hit enter, and it was just like, okay, the Pokemon's nickname is Farf now. So I just have a Talonflame named Farf. And then, about 8 years later, I now have a friend online whose name is Farf. So it all comes full circle in that regard. Everyone's here! Da 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 da. Mega Evolution. It's a new kind of evolution that happens in battle. It's totally something that we're going to need to worry about for every single generation going forward, and will be a very meaningful aspect of Pokemon gameplay from here on out, and will never, ever get removed for any particular reason whatsoever. We'll always be caring very strongly about Mega Evolution. It will never, ever go away. That's neat. Anyways, in case you couldn't tell, Mega Evolution goes away after Gen 6. It's technically in Gen 7, but only in, like, the post-game. It doesn't really impact anything there. And by Gen 8, it's just gone forever, as far as we know. It might be in Gen 9, I don't know, I'm recording this in May. I mean, Mega Evolution is neat, but we're not really going to be seeing it much, because, like, for some reason they gave the new gimmick only to old Pokemon. So since I'm mostly going to be using new Pokemon, we're not really going to see it. So, weird design decisions. I don't know. Not much really else to say there. It's just like, yeah. That's not necessarily me disliking Mega Evolution in general. Like, I think it's a fine enough gimmick. It's a battle gimmick. It is what it is. Hello, you got orange hair. You'll be able to meet them soon, yes. The children chosen by the professor. I wonder what potential they have. Here's one of them now. Hi. You received a Pokédex from the professor, then. How wonderful. That is a wonderful thing indeed. You are one of the chosen ones. I am Lysander. I've tried to learn as much about Pokemon as I can help to build a brighter future. Professor Sycamore has taught me so much. You have a Holocaster. Knowledge is power, after all. Put it to good use. It is vital that this world become a better place, and the people in Pokemon chosen to make the world better must work tirelessly to achieve this goal. I'll be off. Please give Professor Sycamore my best. My desire is for a more beautiful world. I wonder what kind of beautiful world Lysander desires. Okay. But yeah. Me not use... Oh, fucking... I'm talking right now to people... To get to Campfire Town, leave the lab, turn left, and go straight. Turn up. You stay on the main street, so you shouldn't get lost. I just got directions. And I can also see Shauna right here. Okay. PR videos I don't think really matter, because they're kind of more of like an online thing, and I'm not really playing this online anyway. Oh, so it wants me to go to the cafe first. They said it was on the way, so in my head it was just like a different route thing. Is this the cafe? Okay, it is really annoying to more. Okay, you're a Pokemon Center? Well, I mean, I guess I can go in here. What was I talking about before I got interrupted? Right, I don't really necessarily dislike Mega Evolution. I think it's totally fine. It's just more so, like... I'm just not gonna have any Pokemon that can do it. Oh, so here's the cafe. It's a little bit further on. Okay. Also, using the circle pad is practically necessary, I've learned in this place. It's Lysander, and is that Diantha? So get this, neighbor. Lysander is the head of Lysander Labs, which created the Holocaster, a video messaging device. So it's like meeting the person who made Skype. You already know about Diantha, right? She's one of the most famous movie stars in the world, after all. I wonder what the two of them are doing here together. They're probably flirting. You played a young girl so wonderfully on your debut on the silver screen. Wouldn't you rather remain young and beautiful forever and always play such roles? What a strange question. Why would I want to play the same old roles forever? Youth may be beautiful, but it's not all there is to life. Everything changes. I want to live and change like that, too. So I look forward to playing different roles as I get older. You were chosen to be a movie star, correct? Isn't your duty to be ever beautiful? Everything beautiful should stay that way forever. I would end the world in an instant so that beauty never fades. I can't stand the thought of a world becoming uglier. Oh, hello, Cass. This is Diantha, one of the most accomplished movie stars in Kalos. She moves the multitudes with her excellent acting, which is to say she dedicates her life to making other people happy. Oh, if only everyone were like her. What a beautiful world this would be. If you'll excuse me. God fucking damn, I forgot just how heavy-handed Lysander's writing is. It's no wonder why people just joke about him constantly. Callum, it's a pleasure. This is Cass. You both have lovely names. They both start with letter C. You're a trainer yourself in your off time. I look forward to us battling someday. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna fight in the cafe, I guess. Are we gonna fight? I guess not. Hollow clip. Hi. Okay. I'm pretty certain I'm literally on my way. There's a large number 5 atop this gate. Everything is interrupting me. I can't walk for 5 seconds. I can't use O-powers. I don't have... No one's playing this game except me. This is a Wi-Fi thing. Local and online. You just press a button and give people special abilities, but no one's playing this game right now, so it doesn't freaking matter. O-powers are cool, but I can't use them. Hello, you're a Lucario. You're not as cool as Swagger. Hello. You were just doing some special training with your Lucario when all of a sudden it dashed off. Hey Lucario, what's going on with you? Did you get drawn in by this girl's aura or something? It seems Lucario likes you. Thanks. Lucario can read people's auras. I guess something in your aura has made this one take a liking to a stranger. This Lucario just knows that I've trained a Lucario before, so it trusts me. It's always getting worked up in battle with my other one. Well, did you teach it work up? That would probably explain it. You're on such a roll, I forgot to even introduce myself. I'm Karina, the Shalor City Gym Leader. You're collecting gym badges. I'm sure we'll be battling sooner or later. I'll be looking forward to it. I hope you know how to roll with the punches. Okay, goodbye, Lucario. Am I allowed to do things now? Okay, I'm finally allowed to do things. There's wild grass over here. Yes, wild grass with Pokemon in it. It's a Doduo, and it only zoomed in on one head for some reason. Well, alright. This isn't really particularly special or exciting or anything, it's just a Doduo. Which I think is one of the... Honestly, that's kind of one of the problems, in my opinion, with reusing so many old Pokemon in a lot of ways, because it's just like... It's just a Doduo. Like, understandably, for, like, a newcomer, like, it's not really gonna make a difference. Everything's new in that regard. But sometimes there is just a special, like, ooh, I wonder what's gonna be in this grass. I wonder if it's gonna be anything special or exciting or new. And then it's just, oh, you're the Doduo. I already know what a Doduo is. Like, I don't... You're not exciting. I'm getting a Beedrill. I've had Beedrill before. I love Beedrill. Beedrill's not exciting anymore. I've had, like, 20. But it is what it is. Okay. That's pretty cool. This looks like it might be a double battle. So I'll do this, and then probably end the episode after. Because I've been recording for about 43 minutes. So cutting out a little bit, I'm sure that can probably be like a decent length episode. It's a Plusly and Minun. I guess I'll just Struggle Bug. Oh, I hit both of them. Perfect. Doesn't do a whole ton of damage, huh? That was a crit. Wow. You're weak. But I guess that's why you need to level up. Alright, well, this'll kill the mine at least. Man, the beginnings of Pokemon games are always so slow. I don't think it's necessarily the default, it's just because, like, you're starting from with very little stuff, and so, like, you can't do any, like, super complex strategies. It's just playing the game. Although, I guess, arguably, you might be able to say that, like, that's just kind of a lack of creativity on the developer's part, potentially. I don't know if that's what I'll go with it, but it definitely is, like... There are probably ways they could make it more interesting, but they also want to ease players in. So there's not really anything wrong with that, it just means that things are slow when you're very used to Pokemon. Damn, you grow levels very quickly, Paleo. Well, step 11 grew to level 11, so should never level up again. Alright, well, I thought I was gonna be done, so next time on Let's Play Pokemon Y... I don't know. We're gonna keep going. What's up, I say? Hello. So, yeah. See you next time.